Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday after the long break, the Easter weekend. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on so quickly. I'm not here to waste your time. Things are happening very quickly. I'm just here to try and get you a message about what is happening this morning, Tuesday, the 19th of April. One of the members of our community is fighting against this evil corporation called APRA. And I'm here to just punch out this message as quickly as I can about what's going on. We have filed the documents into the Victorian Civil and Administrative Tribunal called VCAT, which is just a tribunal. It's got no power, no authority, and it's going ahead to dismantle and disrupt and to suspend doctors, nurses, medical people, and they've got no power. And what we have uncovered over the Easter long weekend is this is going to be a concern for everybody who's listening to this meeting, this live, is that APRA has now got a new constitution that they work under from the World Health Organization. I'll repeat that. It has been uncovered. We've got the proof that APRA is not connected to the Australian government and medical people are not getting this. It is not Australian. It's a foreign corporation being told by Bill Gates' little business called the World Health Organization. We have now had our Commonwealth Constitution replaced while we were not watching, while Melburnians were watching the Formula One, while Scott Morrison was saying we're going to a federal election. The new constitution, which tells the government how to run this country from who, has now been started on the 10th of April. If this doesn't get everybody scared, I'm doing about a lousy job. We have now been overtaken, and this is the problem we have. I'm getting this out because I've got calls coming in right now, and I had to make a decision to say this has got to go further than the group of people watching this live right now. I've got to get this out to everyone on social media. We are in court right now. Our papers have been submitted last night into VCAT that we are now going to expose 67 individuals from Dan Andrews, James Molino, lawyers, ministers, police chiefs, APRA, AHPPC. We've got people in courtrooms. We've got people connected to the police who all have the criminal charges pending against Dan Andrews. We are trying to get this message out, and I need you to say to the other social media people, they've got to jump on board because we are now under a communist country. Yes, I'm calling it. Since the 10th of April, we have had our Commonwealth Constitution replaced by the World Health Organization Constitution, owned and controlled by Bill Gates. It's on the website. I'm going to be putting together a package, and I'm going to be sharing this out because this has got to scare some people. This has got to upset more families than saying it's a quiet time and we should let everything go. We don't have that luxury. We have no longer any more rights for our property. We have no rights to stand up in a courtroom. We have no rights to stand up and even have a vote. I'm saying it right now. And if this gets some people upset, I could care less. The federal election is officially a scam because they have given away your Commonwealth Constitution, the document that created this country in 1900. It's been tossed aside, and we've now accepted the WHO Constitution on the 10th of April. If you know of any medical people, doctors, medical specialists, nurses, practitioners in health, chemists, paramedics who have been to mediation. And please make a note of this date. I'm going to make sure no one forgets these two dates. The 21st of December 2021 to the 10th of April 2022. I'll repeat that. The 21st of December 2021 and before the 10th of April 2022, APRA had no authority. None. Zero. And they have been taking medical professionals and destroying their lives and shutting them down. And they went ahead because they didn't think we would find out. And we did. So if you know in your families or circles of friends, people who work in health, we would dearly love to speak to them, because we're going to be putting together our people's class action, where this courageous woman is standing up for all of us, and she's taking on the fight against APRA, who are a foreign corporation. So I need your help to get this out. This involves every single person who can get to hear this message. We are now under takeover. And I'm not overstating it, because it's in a court case. We no longer have any rights. None. This is meaning we need to join and reach out with everybody in every state and territory across this country. We are doing our bit in the courts. But the medical people are all hanging back and sitting back, and I've had a go at them this morning. Literally, what are they waiting for when more doctors and medical people and nurses are going to be pushed out of the system to comply with the WHO New World Order? It doesn't get worse than this, because we're there. It's now 9 days. We have now accepted, and no one else is talking about it. I'm going to scream this out every single day, because we need 50 medical people to stand in line behind Maria in Melbourne in her court case. She's doing the hard yards. It's all the women who are doing the hard work and heavy lifting, literally. And it's the men who just are not there. And I'm so disappointed at our medical doctors, who most of them have been suspended, and they're just sitting on the fence waiting because they don't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New World Order. Anybody of you going to court, you will have no rights. None. Because you can't use the Queen, you can't use common law, you can't use the Constitution. Gone, gone, gone. And all those people trying to say we're going to do common law actions and we're going to rush to the High Court with the Constitution do not understand. They do not understand. It's been thrown out. We've moved to the point beyond any belief that we will ever get our government back. They've sold us down the river. I'm going to say this every day this week. We've been telling people, and I've been pleasantly surprised by so many people who have been sending me Instagram messages. I will catch up with you, but we had to do documents, which we've submitted into this case, to fight for everybody. And the day we come together, that's the day we come to get closer to reclaiming back our country. I'm doing this not because of any other reason. I'm asking you to say we need help. We need help to get this message across, that no other social media people want to go there. We are going to fight. But it's a hard fight when there's only a handful of people doing the hard work. We need everybody to join in. We've done the paperwork. I just need your help to spread the message. That's it. Pass it on. Tell people to make sure that they're going to plug in, because if they don't plug in, they'll be left behind. And we're already getting people who are terrified because they've just woken up last weekend how bad things are. We have got a case, and lawyers are turning their back on me because they say, oh no, we can't use that criminal charge against Dan Andrews. I know why, because they'll lose their license. I don't have one. I do not have a legal practicing license because I'm not a lawyer. That's my advantage. I can do the stuff that lawyers can't. So I have no fear. None. Because I know what's going to happen. Yep, is that why the High Court have left Jackie Dundee and David's submission in limbo? There's no Constitution. It's a waste of time to even think that they can flog another dead horse and go to the High Court when there's no Constitution. One day, a light bulb will go off and say, gee, we better catch up. The world has moved on and we've done nothing. We've let it happen. We were not coming together. We don't understand. United we stand, divided we fall. We don't get it as a country. I wish I was wrong. I've tested common law. I've seen the fake book videos where police in Queensland and New South Wales said, we do not recognise common law courts. This is on the media. All these people running around with common law. You need a queen. That's it. You need a Queen of England to be able to do it. This is my frustration. We're not getting it. We're in court. We're fighting with no support. None. We're not trying to be celebrities. We just need to get the message out about the truth. And the truth often is hard to swallow. And this is what we're trying to do. So thank you to all those people waving. I really appreciate it, because I'm not here to take any more time of your afternoon today. I have got so many people calling about this case, but it's not translating into saying, what can we do? I'm going to say it now. If you each could tell 10 people in your circles about this video, that we are now no longer under the Commonwealth Constitution, we are under the WHO Constitution through APRA, who controls this country. There's no other way of doing it. 10 people, 5 and 5, 10 people on your mobile phones. I'll record this. I'm going to call this the end of the Commonwealth Constitution. That's why those people who still believe that everything's still the same are going to waste a lot of time. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to make sure that it's not going to be lost. I will repeat the same messages every day. Right? I'm going to be speaking to other people. I haven't got time for any more guests to come on this one. I will do that in the coming days. I'm telling you what we did all weekend is preparing our documentation to bring 67 criminals from commissioners of police, ministers of the state government, APRA, AHPPC, chief health officers, for treason against you and me and my family. And if social media people don't get on board now, you will see the people protecting treason. It's that bad. And all those people saying that we're going to do this, and they're talking about what happened last weekend, they're not looking through the windscreen. That's what we do. We're telling you what's going to happen next. Please tell the other members on social media. I will be happy to speak with them and tell them where we're coming from. It's time to come together. And Australians, I'm sorry to say it, we're not good at coming together. We've never been through a crisis like this before. Everybody would prefer to sit on the fence and wait. And we've let it go. It's gone. It's past. 10th of April, we accepted the WHO Constitution. I don't know what else to say. And if I sound frustrated, that's not the half of it. Okay, so please, I'm asking your help to speak to 10 people. I'm going to label this, when I finish this recording, the EFP update, the end of the Commonwealth Constitution, because that's what we submitted into court. And we said to them, prove the Commonwealth Constitution still exists. Prove it. We're waiting for the documentation, because I've got that proof from their own paperwork. So thank you very much. I appreciate those people who have said that they're going to share this around. The WHO has now infiltrated and taken over the country, our country, without shooting one bullet. And they've done it through scaring the hell out of us by saying that they're going to declare, whenever they choose, their next pandemic. And it's coming in May. Why? When the federal election is over, I hope I have to apologise. I've been told by lawyers, I've been told by people who are connected, watch out. And I even know the name. If you don't know it, it's called Deltacron. I said, this is not even funny anymore. They've named it after 2 previous versions, and they're going to rejig the words to try and make it sound like it's really serious. It's even got stronger than the last one. This is where we are. This is what's happened. We're in tribunal, which has got no power, no teeth, no authority to deal with international law and Bill Gates. And that's what they're doing, to keep it out of the courtrooms. And if I can get your help to get this out to people, to saying we have no more rights, we do not own our properties, we can't go to a courthouse and have anyone listen to us because they've said we have no rights, we're slaves. If that fits with you, you're in the wrong group. If you are disturbed by this, please share it. You're either in one side or another side. That's it. There's no sitting on the fence anymore. I am doing that to medical doctors, and I'm shaking them to the core and saying, if you are not helping us, you are part of the treason. You're part of the complicity of concealing this from Australia. Because I'm telling you why you're being sacked and why you're being suspended. And they say, can we have another Zoom? Can we have another Zoom? Can we have another Zoom next weekend? I said, no. One more. Finished. Today. Tonight. I'm doing one more Zoom for doctors. And I'm going to say to them, I'm going to challenge them. You have to make a decision. If you don't want to make a decision, you are no better than Dan Andrews. So I'm going to do everything I can to stand up and say I've got to do something. I made a phone call a week ago to one woman who got arrested because she tried to cross over the border back into Western Australia. She went to Canberra. That's dedication, driving from Perth to Canberra to go to a rally in Canberra. She got blocked, arrested, put in jail. They released her after a couple of hours, and now she's got 300 people in her circle who are going to jump on board and get behind this process. She's going to court to fight Mark McGowan. 300. She's been on the phone every day because she's been unlawfully dismissed because she's not taking the jabber. She's not going there. So when people say to me, what can we do? Please pass and share around. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing the hard work. I'll do the paperwork. Got another group in South Australia. They've got a growing number. They've gone over 50 people since Friday. 50. But they're all people who understand where we're coming from. That's the difference. This is not a renter crowd. They're people who said they've had enough. Because Australians are still too comfortable. And I'm saying that as a Victorian because my next door neighbours are still getting home delivered food. They're still getting their stuff delivered from home. And this is where we are. So if you want to jump on board, and our regular meetings that are coming up, and they're going to be more frequent, because I'm going to be explaining how we're going to be starting to charge these people. And I need 1,000 people a week. 1,000 a week of us charging the criminals and saying it's over. We're not part of the WHO and Bill Gates. I am not going to sit here and let Bill Gates take the country I love because I didn't want to do anything. It was too tiring. Is anybody in? Can I have a wave? Can I have someone just, like there's a few people on the screen with their waves up? Is anybody interested to fight for our country? Because it's bad. It is real bad. We have no white knight. We've got no cavalry. And we're meant to be expected to go to a federal election on the 21st of May and think that everything's normal. I can't stand here and say nothing. I can't let it happen without saying my piece. But no one will be able to say I didn't try. Thank you, Ellie. We have to move fast. Thank you. If you want to go and vote, I will be giving people a tip. I'm going to be doing it what I did at the last federal election. I voted with my feet and I never got anything back because I had other things to worry about. Other things being the people going into court. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, friends. You've got some different names, but I see your hands waving. I appreciate that because that means you're hearing me. That means everything to me. Everything. I'm not looking for 1 million people on social media. That's not what I wake up in the morning for. But thank you for acknowledging this. Please get this out. We have no longer our Commonwealth Constitution, the document that created this country. It's been replaced and substituted with the WHO Constitution. We're going to let people know. We're going to bring people together because I'm worried about what's going to happen after the 21st of May. Yes, Kari, I think I'm hearing you. I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm trying my best to read some of these messages. Things are moving quickly. We are now approaching the southern winter. And when everybody gets their sniffles, they're going to be automatically counted as COVID. Or Deltacron. So who allowed this to happen? The guy who wants your vote. The current Prime Minister. He allowed this to happen. He is directly involved because on YouTube, go and do a YouTube search, Scott Morrison Oath of Allegiance, and he swore his oath of allegiance to the Queen of Australia. A piece of paper, a fiction, a lie. What solutions do we offer or suggest? How about grand jury? I'm going to be pumping that out this week. How do we get grand jury? If you go to my website, you're going to be able to scroll down the page and join grand jury. We want 25 people in each state electorate. Grand jury is your right, the people of this country, to speak up and say how it's being mismanaged and misgoverned. What do we tell the 18, 19-year-olds? Tell them not to vote for a political party. It's more complex than that, because there are independents who are masquerading as greenies. Sorry, greenies masquerading as independents. It's been a long day already. This is where we are. Right? This is where we're coming from. Informal courts, Vanuatu Dream, there are no informal courts. They're bank branches. They all have an ABN and they pay GST. And these bloody courthouses, excuse my language, are trading your birth certificate to make extra money. Okay? Yep, just sharing it doesn't feel like enough. Yep, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I will be here early afternoon and every night, every day this week, because this is everything I'm doing. Right? You want to do more? Please just tell people to start with. We've got to start to make the earth shake now. I will finish up now. I've told you the update for today. I will be giving you more information each day goes by about the court case with this courageous woman and what she's trying to do on our behalf against APRA. Okay? It's not heartbreaking until we say we give up. Yep, it's hypothetical because nothing will change except you're turning your hair grey. Yep, that's my bad luck. And don't call me Julian because I don't have any relationship to him. I can understand his frustration now, but he was trying to tell people the truth. So here we are. This is the first update this week after Easter. And thank you very much for backing me. I really do appreciate it. Yep, Tony, we're not going to give up. Thank you. That's what I need to see. I appreciate that. If you can let people know, this is going to be called the EFP update, end of the Constitution. That's what I'm going to label this recording today. So have a great afternoon. In Melbourne, it's wet, it's cold. We can feel winter on their doorstep. This is what we're doing. Yep. We're going to be discussing homeowners paying rates and how our pushback works with our people's class action. That's coming up. You don't understand how we don't own our property? Every state government from Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria have abolished certificates of title. That's your birthright. If you purchase a block of land and build your family home, you are entitled to a certificate of title. These politicians, these employees of the New World Order have destroyed your certificates of title. That is going to be addressed, and I'm going to talk about that, how we're going to take that to overseas. Where do you join grand jury? Go to my website, educateforprotection.website, and scroll down the page, and there's a tab. There's a series of tabs, and one of them is to put your name down for grand jury. And our goal is to bring 25 people together in each group of suburbs. Put your name down, and we're going to tell you every day this week. We've got a way to go forward. We're looking through the windscreen. We don't talk about last weekend. We're not going to be looking backwards. We're looking at tomorrow, the next day, and the next day after that. So, I really appreciate your time. I've got things to do. My phone is going berserk on my left-hand side here, or my right-hand side. And I know who some of those people are. They're in trouble. And this is where we are. Because they've just woken up from letting their Facebook account go. Because that's telling them and taking them on the wrong path. Okay, so more to come. I'll be here tomorrow afternoon. I'll be doing them every night when I finish Zooms and I finish everything else. This is where we're coming from. So I really appreciate your support and your kind words and your waves. I'm going to finish it off now. Take care. Please share this, and I'll see you this time tomorrow. Bye for now.